Let's find the value of z that makes the equation below true. Negative 2 times negative 1 plus 3z equals 8. Okay, we have a lot going on the left side of the equal sign. We have two factors, right? Two things that are multiplied together. I really can't solve this the way I want to unless I have everything written out in terms. That's actually not entirely true. There is a way to solve it, but we're not going to focus on that right this second. So what I'll do is to write this as terms, I'm going to go ahead and multiply it out. Negative 2 times negative 1 is a positive 2. And negative 2 times 3z is negative 6z. All that equals 8. Okay, so now this looks like a familiar equation. We have two terms, a constant term and a variable term on the left side, and we have a constant term on the right side. I want my constant terms to put together so I can have my variable term by itself. So I need to get rid of the 2, right? I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides of the equation. 2 minus 2 is 0. Of course, we're just going to leave that off there because 0 minus 6z will just be negative 6z. 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay, so now we have negative 6z equals 6. Get rid of the negative 6. That's attached by multiplication by dividing both sides by negative 6. Negative 6 divided by negative 6 is 1z, or just z, equals 6 divided by negative 6 is negative 1. Okay, so negative 1 is our solution. Now, I did say that that was one way to solve this, right? That's the straightforward way, but there is another way that we should at least consider. So I'm going to rewrite this problem. Keep in mind that it is factors, right? It's two things multiplied together on the left side. Okay, well, if you wanted to eliminate a factor, you can divide, right? You divide to remove a factor. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2, right? That'd be kind of interesting to remove that, right? So if negative 2 is a factor, I could divide both sides by that factor to remove it. I'm left with negative 1 plus 3z equals 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. Okay, now if I follow the same process as I usually would, I will end up with the same answer. Negative 1 plus 1. We'll get rid of that constant term on the left side. I have 3z equals negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. Now in this problem, I'm going to divide both sides by 3, the number attached to z. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times z is z equals negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Right? So that's an alternate way to approach that problem. Both of those work just fine.